Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Kerbal Space Program. Today we're going to be messing around with ore. And that means getting ourselves an asteroid. It's about time we start looking into that. So let me quickly go ahead and make a design and then I will be right back in space. Alright, here we are. This is what's probably going to take us to the asteroid and then attach the module. It has like an ore crate in the middle here that can hold 300. We can actually fill it up already, but yeah, ore is pretty valueless. Interestingly enough. Yeah, we also have like 8 radial tanks, basically allowing us to carry up to 900 units of ore. We've got 2 junior drill modules, those were added at some point. Previously there were only the longer ones, which were sizable, to say the least. And they're also, well, they take, these ones have more depth, thus it's easier to have them. They're also a lot more expensive. They require double the cooling and they use 5 times the electricity, so these are more efficient and smaller. So hopefully that'll help us, but we still have plenty of radiators on here to make sure that we can cool this down, because this is the 250 version, which is 2.5 meters. There's also a 1.25 meter part, although that one is, well, we can compare it over here. It takes 2.5 ore per second to put out half a unit of monopropellant per second, whereas this boy over here takes 0.5 ore per second for 1 monopropellant per second. So this one is vastly more efficient. And I like me some efficiency, especially when we're tugging an asteroid in there. So we're going to be using this one on most, if not all, of our craft. I've also used these structural pylons on here because why not? They have crossfeed by default, and I think this looks pretty interesting. All that's left to do is add a nose cone on these. Hit the save button one last time, and there we go. Actually, I just realized this doesn't have any way of docking. We need it to dock to the station eventually, so that's a pretty major oversight in my opinion. Flawless! There we go. That's totally not gonna fumble or anything. Just for added security here. We might want something up here to... Yeah, that's not gonna work. I was afraid that might happen. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way, and there we go. That'll last us forever. Like I say, this is gonna go horribly wrong at some point. Well, let's quickly see. Our target is the asteroid interceptor at a 100 by 90 kilometer orbit. Oh, that's a lot better than I thought it would have been. Not gonna lie, that is pretty good. Now, we don't have any facilities on board to generate power on the mining module itself. Right, I feel like this is a good time to start our launch. And a 3, and a 2, and a 1, and go. I said go, there we go. Rather, there it goes. Crossfeed is working as intended. Excellent. It does look pretty neat, I'm not gonna lie. It looks a tiny bit of center, but it's actually perfectly fine, so there's that. Yeah, I'll see you guys in space. Right, here we are. Now, one problem is, I put an RCS thruster on here. But you might be able to guess, I sort of forgot to put on the RCS tank. And the only thing that is sticking out of that asteroid is a drone. So we don't have anyone quite nearby to provide assistance with the whole matter. What we're gonna have to do is arm the arm. We're gonna have to be very hopeful that we're gonna smash into this asteroid instead of flying away. And possibly not hitting said asteroid and having to twirl and spend our remaining fuel in a horrible attempt to control this vessel. Oh dear, this is gonna go horribly wrong, isn't it? I mean, we're only going at 3.6 meters per second, but we don't have a lot of things to help us out right now. It's looking a little hairy. I can go and give like little semi-controlled bursts, but well, what is probably gonna happen if we're lucky is we're gonna smash into that thing. Hopefully plant our claw deep inside it. But I don't think it's quite gonna work. Nope. We overshot massively. On the plus side, we're actually rotating now. On the bad side, we're still burning our fuel away. It's fine, I have faith. I have complete faith in my abilities here. This is gonna go horrible. Oh god. Just please. Yeah, no, this is gonna take some time, I'm afraid. I wonder if we can turn on, like... Don't mind me, by the way. Yes, that actually does help, okay. Now, don't mind me, folks, this is a bad thing. You should obviously never do this, but... in the interest of not spending hours and hours trying to twirl around and... you know, actually getting somewhere this episode. Because we're still gonna have to attach this to the station somehow. And that's gonna be hard enough without any RCS fuel on board. I figured this... especially with the way we're drifting off right now. Come on. The thrusters have gone dry. That's a very bad thing, I'm not gonna lie. They were working... oh, there we go, they're back. Marvelous! I only put on 2 instead of the 4 that I was hoping for. This is a doomed venture. Well, we seem to have control back somewhat. Let's at least try and kill our rotation, our velocity towards it. This is gonna go so horribly wrong. I wonder if we can try and then use our actual... nope, not working. I only hope that this might work. We're just gonna try and kill our velocity with our thrusters. It is not gonna work. I'll be right back, folks. This is a bit of a mess, I'm sorry. Alright, welcome back everyone. It's been a couple of days since I actually uploaded some Kerbal Space Program, and the reason is that this was always going wrong, and I sent up a rocket that had like 8 RCS, like they had over here as well, and it just overkill, and I could never reach a bloody asteroid, and things were annoying, and it just pissed me off to no end. And so basically I decided, you know what, it's better to not upload than upload a video where I just get pissed off at things that are mainly my fault, let's be honest. And so here we are with a rocket that is much more controllable, and will actually be able to reach said asteroid instead of just being like, yeah, no, we tried and we got pretty far, but I ultimately spent ages just twirling around and decided, you know what, this is not good. Not good. Okay, so we just bounced off. That's happened a couple of times, but I mean, right now we're not overkilling our thrust that badly, so it's possible to actually attach to the asteroid, hopefully, in a sort of meaningful way that can actually get us somewhere in the long run. There we go! See? It only took making sure that we don't have the right thing. Anyway, let's deploy a drill, shall we? Oh, look at that. Thermal efficiency is 100%. 30% load. And we're actually draining resources from the thing as we go along, so it's a finite resource, unfortunately. But it is pretty cool that they take that into account. I think we'll have to deploy the drill here. And we'll start activating these radiators. Because it can't heat up too far. There we go. Thermal efficiency is going back up, that's more like it. How's the ore doing? We don't actually have it show up over here in the menu, which is a little bit annoying. It used to. It definitely used to, and our thermal efficiency is now at 97%, wow. So it's nice to know that the radiators are actually doing their job. Wow. Yeah, kudos. Something is telling me that this is going to be a very finite resource, indeed. But that won't matter too much. That stage nearly doesn't have any fuel left. Can we? We might be getting our electricity from there, I'm not gonna lie. That would be amazing and insanely helpful. Actually, can we? We can transfer between these two through the magic of Claw. I don't know. Seems pretty awesome. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with that stage, but knowing this program, we're probably gonna decouple it at some point and just toss it back into the Earth. Yeah, we are at max thermal efficiency. Wow. Good cooling. Let's start getting that up and running. Hopefully, that will be running at its own thermal efficiency, etc. We are getting a tiny smidge of liquid fuel unoxidized. I think it's gonna fill up all the tanks at the same time, so we'll unallow these tanks. There we go. We're not using any power, so this stage is thankfully helping us refuel, etc. as we go. And hopefully at some point we'll find a way to fill these tanks up a bit more. Oh, there we go. We are filling this tank first, as it seems. Which is useful. Now, I'm not sure if this was a... I don't exactly remember if it was a class A, B, or C. I think it was either A or C. It's not that big. But bigger asteroids do have more mass, etc. So if we find a bigger asteroid, we will of course get more stuff from it. But we'll need to send a bigger rocket to get it, etc. So we might have to slot out a couple of asteroids at some point. But anyway, I'm gonna be going off for a little bit. And we'll come back when we're trying to dock this monstrosity with the actual station. It's gonna be interesting, to say the least. I'll be right back, folks. Okay, so we've got an intercept at a kilometer's distance. I've already tried to point us retrograde, although I'm now coming to the rapid conclusion that that was absolutely pointless and a waste of time. I say retrograde towards the... towards the target, not towards our orbit or anything. But yeah, we're going to be trying to slow ourselves down with the main engines. It's going to be incredibly slow because we're not... Actually, can we quickly target the center of mass of this asteroid? I mean, really target it. I want to control from the claw. And we're gonna release the claw. And we're gonna point you straight at the target. Point it exactly at the center of mass. And we'll see if that helps. Please just dock directly with it, that would be amazing. Yeah, there. Apologies for the maneuvers on the dark side of the planet, but this is important. If we can get ourselves facing directly at where our center of mass is, it means we're less likely to divert and therefore less likely to screw up the docking with the station. Which in turn will save me countless of minutes of behind the scenes stuff to try and fix everything. I think we can all agree that that would be a good thing. Or at the very least, I agree that it would be a good thing. Okay, so it didn't quite work out yet. Can we get these to retract temporarily? I think that is what was messing us up. Please? Nope, not yet, not yet. Quickly pull back. And then we'll have to redock. And just a second, come on. Pointing directly at it now, we should be able to get a rocky outcrop to claw into. Yes, that's much better. Right. Target this. We'll do a quick save. And we'll target the station. There we go. And now we can, hopefully, slow ourselves down a lot better. And actually make sure that we can dock with it without... Oh dear. Did we just snap and break everything? Oh, definitely broke the overview. That's gonna be annoying. I sort of need that. Oh, let's get ourselves pointing retrograde. Oh crap, we are running out of things fast. Let's run the monopropellant tank for just a bit. I wish this wouldn't break our resource overview like it does. Well, I mean, we're almost out of monopropellant. This is going to be annoying as hell. There's our target. It is 11 kilometers away right now. At the very least, we're finally pointing retrograde again. Resource here is still buggered, so that's great. I don't want to spend too long because we don't have infinite electric charge, unfortunately. Alright, I think it's about time to start speeding up the engine. We're gonna have to start slowing ourselves down now. We are thankfully a lot more controllable than we used to be. This is definitely helping, and burning the engine is getting us some electric charge back. We are wobbling a bit. I think that's fine. We'll be able to survive. As long as we can just keep pointing retrograde. We're only trying to slow ourselves down according to the target. That's literally everything. I mean, we're sort of spinning in circles right now, but I think we should be fine. Oh god, there's a lot of wobble here. Whoa, that did not look good. Thankfully we're not dead, so that's cool. We'll just keep slowing ourselves down, keep aligning ourselves with the retrograde point. Yeah, keep it up, keep it up. I'll be right back when we're a bit more manageable, folks. Alright, we're now roughly 3 kilometers away, and what we're gonna try and do is we're gonna switch map view. And we're gonna focus on Valentine, and we're gonna get Bill over there, or I think, yeah, we recovered Bill, so we only have a scientist and a pilot right now. Scientist, you're gonna make some money. You're gonna do your job. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try and fly down here, get our equipment, and we're gonna use Kerbal attachment system to attach some struts to the thing. Now that it's basically slowed down to nothing. I've already done the important part of retrieving the tools now. And there are some, like, struts on the thing, so hopefully, when we get over there eventually, I'm not gonna overkill it on speed, because it's mostly, like, slowed down to 0.1 meters per second, or a meter per second, so we're not gonna drift too much, we're just gonna save our fuel, etc., and we're just gonna go on a leisurely spacewalk. Actually, we can speed this up, yeah, that's even better. No need to put a cut in the video, we could just speed up, yeah! And this is the first person to actually lay eyes upon the asteroid itself. For the first Kerbal. Like, through their own eyes instead of pictures sent to mission control when we're like, ah, we got an asteroid! Yay! Celebrations! This is actually the person that's going to be able to do some readings. Be like, yep, this is an asteroid. Right, 300, 200 meters per second. I just hope we can attach, like... Oh crap, we can't attach any struts to it. That might be bad. Not gonna lie, that doesn't help. I mean, you can still take a sample. 60 science for recovery, wow. Yeah, it's like those are the struts, but we don't have repair skill on you, obviously. Back we go. It's actually gotten a bit closer. Thought we were at 2.9, so we're just gonna obviously fly all the way back over there. Do a minor course adjustment. Just make sure that we're still pointing at our target. Actually flying there at 30 meters per second. That is quite fast. Young Kerbal not. Are you sure that's wise? I must say, I do like the station. It's a fun station. And it honors one of our fallen heroes. Or heroines. Just making sure you're not actually going at terminal velocity or anything like that. Back in your cupola you go. Switch to Asteroid AZ. Phrase. Retarget. Target speed is now 10 meters per second. Really? Let's make sure we're controlling from the Probodobodyne. We'll start burning towards the station itself. We're actually speeding up away from them again, which is a little bit annoying. And I figured out that we were actually controlling from the claw instead of from the station itself. But we better hurry up, we're about to lose sunlight over here. Losing sunlight when doing docking like this pretty bad, you might well be able to imagine. What we're going to try and do is use our RCS to basically make sure that we're still going towards the station. Should have put some control wheels on here, that would have been so helpful. But yeah, once we get close enough, we'll detach our tank over here, and then we should be good. We'll be able to control the asteroid with RCS, hopefully. Let's hope we don't run out of that yet. That would be painful. Very painful. We'll just speed time up a little bit. Our vector is actually lining up quite well now, which is nice, although we're running out of daylight, and I'm pretty sure we're starting to run out of energy as well. Although, I've got to say, burning this engine does help keep our energy up. So that will hopefully fix that problem. There we go, we're now burning at 14 meters per second towards the station. I'm gonna have to turn on the this special night vision mode, quote unquote. Because we are about to disappear into the dark. We're gonna use all our thrusters here. Actually, detach the second stage. It's time. So please don't smack the station, that would be great. We should have started burning a little earlier. Crap. Looks like we might well hit it too. Oh dear, brace for impact. 300 meters per second. 300 meters, I mean. Looks like if we're not going to hit it, the stage might. Though at this pace, it looks like it might be a near miss after all, which is thankful, because this is not looking good. Hi. We're home, sort of. Hello, station. We'll be with you in a minute. Yeah, you know what? I'll skip ahead, because this is gonna take a lot of, like, burning with monopropellant. I'll be right back when we actually do the docking, or at least get close. Alright, here we are. We are below 200 meters in just a moment, and let me just say, we've gone around the Earth, around Kerbin, once, and we're still not there. We're running low on monopropellant, but we're getting there. I have a good feeling we're about to smack the station. But what I'm about to do is we're about to probably rotate past the station, actually. Let's quickly start slowing ourselves down so that we can start targeting a specific port. And then begins the painstaking process of trying to make sure we hit one small docking port with our small docking port. It's gonna be so annoying. Are you ready for this? You better be. And then we don't even have an engineer on board to secure it to the to secure the rock properly like we should. I think we're about to... I want to target that Clampotron docking port if we can. Thankfully, because of our probe being rather... well, it's not too big, but having RCS on board definitely does help. I do think that it does help that we have some... well, I don't know. I'm not even sure where I'm going with it. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this helps, but what is this? What is supposed to help, you know? Well, it's been a long day. Trying to get this recorded. This is the reason I haven't been recording Kerbal for a couple of days. It's so frustrating to be doing all of this, and it's like, oh yeah, you brought too much RCS this time. It's like, no. Or you brought too little RCS. Watch this float by as you can never reach it. I'm like, no. It's either too much or too little. By the way, we are controlling from our docking port, and we're trying to basically fire our RCS directly at their docking port. If we can dock on the far side, we won't have to worry about that being in the way, which is beneficial to everyone involved. Although especially the Kerbals itself, of course. Safety is our biggest concern here. Because we are hauling a bloody big rock to a station here. We'll have to slow down soon. We might want to rotate the station just a bit. When I say just a bit, I mean quite a large direction. Right, let's start slowing down. Yeah, we'll have to rotate quite a bit, and hopefully we'll be able to attach. I don't even care if it's going to be attaching straight or all bent or whatever. Just attach me to the bloody station and I will be happy. Because as it stands, we are not going to have a safe connection here. And as it stands, we're going to smack the station instead of dock with it. Which is a way of doing it. It's not recommended by anyone. Let's try to just kill our speed as best as possible. There we go. Just have you hang completely, like, frozen, facing it. That would be great. The annoying thing is we're wobbling because we cannot secure properly to the whole asteroid. Okay, we'll use a quick time warp and then we're gonna hopefully rotate the station. To something more beneficial to the docking that we're trying to achieve here. Now I know, like, a good, like, way to dock would be to point it north and then point this one south, but I don't really think we have the luxury of being able to do that right now. There we go, this should make it a little bit more manageable. Kill rotation. Like bosses. Control from here. Target there. Get ourselves rotated over. Start speeding up just a smidge. Just a smidge. And hopefully this will be safe and we can all move on with our lives. Now comes the battle of trying to keep it facing the right way. We're actually getting pretty close. Please keep pointing towards the correct side at all times. We're coming in too high. Oh god. Where is the station? Please back off just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, it's somewhere over. Yep, there it is. There it is. And start boosting towards it. Just pray that this works. And we're losing it again. God damn it. This is gonna take a while, isn't it? I do want to get a successful docking though before this episode ends. So that's what it's all about. Oh, I keep using the wrong keys, that's it. Okay, okay, now freeze. We're drifting off in the wrong direction. Computer is going nuts over all of this. I can tell it is not exactly a fan. And quickly kill rotation. We'll do a quick save. And we just need to quickly point towards there for just a second. Thrust ever so slightly towards it. Please dock the bloody big rock. Please just keep pointing towards it. Come on. Actually attach, please. You know, I've got a newfound respect for the people at NASA. This is bloody hard. This is bloody hard. Just thrust ever so slightly, come on. We need to get up there, come on. Please. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I just don't have the time. I have a stream to do. I will be back next episode rounding this off. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below. Leave a comment if you have anything to say. And until next time, have a good one folks. And sorry for the cliffhanger.